Now, speaking of EGOTs from the South Side, Jennifer Hudson,
Yes.
your girlfriend, how special is that relationship to you?
Oh man, that relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my life, in my whole journey in life.
And I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like,
I love that you use the word happy place.
no, but seriously, it's like for me, it's one of those things where I found where I can, seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. It's like, oh man, that's interfering with my work. Like this is, relationships ain't good for me. I don't make my best albums when I'm in a relationship.
Okay, you one of those, it's not you, it's me type nigga. Welcome back to StarHush, where the quiet whispers turn into full-blown headlines overnight. And this time, it looks like Jennifer Hudson just flipped the script on Common, and trust me, the way this is playing out is straight wild. Word on the curb is that J. Hud didn't just clap back, she came with an energy so bold it left people gasping. Shockwaves started buzzing through timelines, and whispers of a new boo sent fans scrambling to piece together what's really going on. Because here's the kicker, this wasn't just any ordinary response. The way Hudson moved had OTT-level clapback written all over it. The vibe was so sharp, it instantly set off speculation that something deeper was brewing underneath the surface. Suddenly, people started pulling out old receipts, zooming in on cryptic posts, and debating what those smiles really meant. It wasn't just about love, it was about power moves, layered messages, and consequences that could shake up both of their careers in a major way.
All the women I've dated, because it's all love, but this is a really healthy and beautiful relationship, bro. And like, I'm just doing my best to keep God first and communicating, taking all the stuff I've learned as a human being, the failures I've had in relationships, on my responsibility. I'm taking that, learning from that, growing from it, using all the therapy, all the understanding that, man, let me enjoy moments. And also this life is about creating happiness and creating joy and creating love and like embracing the grace that exists. So this is somebody, if I'm going to get married, it's to her.
Wow.
That's simple as that.
Now let's rewind to Common's big public moment. He stepped out, praising Jennifer with words that melted the internet, calling her one of my greatest blessings, and even saying the two were equally yoked. On the surface, that sounded like relationship goals, right? But the more people replayed it, the more it felt like his warm praise might have been hiding something he didn't want out in the open just yet. And Jennifer, she wasn't about to let it slide without sending a message of her own. She had been telling people that her happy place is those calls with that man of mine. Sweet, right? But the burning question everybody's asking now, was that light really shining both ways, or was it one-sided love disguised as a perfect partnership? Because when you put their statements side by side, the energy doesn't line up. His tone sounded polished, rehearsed, almost like PR perfection, while hers came across raw, personal, and from the heart. And that mismatch is exactly why fans are side-eyeing hard, wondering if Jen's clapback was more than just cute words. It might have been her way of hinting that she sees through the show.
Her coming live from the happy place, always bringing out guests that you can't replace. And this next one is special, cause just like me, he's from the south side of the shy city. He makes music and movies.
Word on the street is Jennifer Hudson may already have a new man circling in her life, and Common might be the last to know. Some insiders claim he's just now getting hit with the news like a ton of bricks, while others say he's still in the dark. Either way, the whispers have blown up into a storm, and this isn't just your everyday celebrity drama. No, this feels like pride, ego, and a supposed fairy tale love story spinning into a public showdown. But here's the thing, this didn't happen overnight. The cracks in their story were showing long before anyone dared to speak on it. If you trace it back, Jennifer and Common's lives kept crossing paths years ago. Two Chicago powerhouses, both award-winning, both celebrated as legends in their own lanes, it was only a matter of time before their worlds collided. They popped up together at charity events, shared the stage at music gigs, and then came 2024's big twist. They landed side by side in the sci-fi thriller Breathe. That movie wasn't just another project. People on set whispered about how natural their connection looked, and fans online swore you could feel the sparks through the screen. The paparazzi didn't waste time either. By early 2023, shots were surfacing of the two together in Philly, Chicago, even Malibu. Headlines tried to downplay it with "just friends" tags, but the internet wasn't fooled.
Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is with one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Fans said the body language was telling its own story, no matter what the captions claimed. Fast forward to the summer of 2024, and Common himself finally gave the public something concrete. On the Mama I Made It podcast, he laid it on thick, calling his relationship with Jennifer one of my greatest blessings and one of the most important parts of his life. He spoke on alignment, partnership, and even described them as equally yoked. On the surface, it was the kind of glowing tribute you'd expect from a man in love. But now, with all the recent rumors swirling, fans are revisiting that very interview with brand new eyes. Some are saying his praise sounded rehearsed, polished, almost too perfect, like he was trying to convince the world of something. Meanwhile, Jennifer's own words about her happy place, being her calls with "that man of mine," are being dissected too. Was she speaking from the heart, or hinting at a deeper truth that only now is spilling out? The irony? What once felt like a Hollywood romance to root for is suddenly being recast as a chess game full of hidden moves, with both Jennifer and Common possibly playing the public in different ways.
Now, speaking of EGOTs from the South Side, Jennifer Hudson,
Yes.
your girlfriend, how special is that relationship to you?
Oh man, that relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my life, in my whole journey in life. The friendship, the partnership, the life partnership, just the connection. Byron, to have somebody who's as talented and just soulful and like gifted and can do all these different things and is one of the greatest vocalists of all time and just this pure artist, man. Like she's a special artist, but then to have someone who, most importantly, when it comes to relationship, it's just like, it's like equal yoke. Y'all can.
On paper, Common's words sounded romantic, like the perfect boyfriend moment. But fans didn't just hear the words, they caught the tone, and that's where things got interesting. Instead of coming across as a mutual love story, a lot of people felt like he was making the relationship all about him. Almost like he was saying, "Look at how much I've grown to deserve her," instead of celebrating their bond as equals. And trust me, that subtle flex did not go unnoticed. Social media lit up with comments calling it self-centered, with some fans suggesting it sounded more like a victory lap for Common's image than a declaration of love. One tweet that went viral read, "This ain't about Jen, it's about Common proving he leveled up." And once people framed it like that, others couldn't unhear it. Meanwhile, Jennifer kept things on the opposite side of the spectrum. While Common gave polished speeches and big podcast declarations, Jen stayed quieter and more low-key, keeping her focus on her talk show and her music career. But make no mistake, she still knew how to drop just enough to keep people watching.
She's a Chicagoan, this amazing human being. I've always been like inspired by her. She's one of the most beautiful people I ever met on the planet. Incredible heart, and she's just dope, man.
It's like
At the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival, she casually referred to him as "that man of mine," Short, sweet, and straight to the point. No long monologues, no dramatic stories, just a subtle gem tossed out for those paying attention. That contrast between them, the over-the-top flex from him, and the quiet, almost effortless mentions from her, only fueled more chatter. Some fans said Jen was being classy, while others wondered if she was being careful, keeping her emotions close to the vest because she sensed something wasn't quite right.
I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right. Listen. Okay, this is the happy place. And we
Speak on it.
She the
Speak
one
on
you
it.
say.
Speak on it.
I wrote that.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
But here at the happy place, we like to respect people's privacy, so I'm not gonna ask you too many more questions about that.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody wanna know, so I had to,
Yeah.
Ms. Hudson had to get into that thing.
We keep it private, but I want to acknowledge how wonderful she is, how great she is, so that's good.
Yes, I feel that same way about my partner.
So here's where the cracks in their love story started showing for real. Sure, Common popped up on Jennifer's show once or twice, smiling for the cameras like everything was picture perfect. But behind the curtain, word in the industry was that Jen wasn't feeling how much of their romance was being spun into part of Common's public image. She wanted privacy, real intimacy, not a performance stage for the media. And then came the night that changed everything. I told you there'd be one moment that flipped the script, and here it is. The Grammy buzz had just cooled down when Common rolled into an exclusive post-awards party at Delilah's in LA. No cameras were allowed inside, but you already know, this town can't keep secrets for long. Industry folks talk, whispers leak, and by the next day the streets were buzzing with claims that Common was getting cozy with a tall, model-type woman tucked into a corner booth. Now, here's the kicker. It wasn't Jennifer Hudson. The whispers said Common had his arm wrapped around this woman most of the night, leaning in close, whispering in her ear, and laughing like he didn't have a care in the world. Comfortable, real comfortable. And it didn't look like they were even trying to hide it either. What stung the most, though, is how Jennifer allegedly found out. Not from him, but the same way the rest of us did, through those whispers making the rounds in Hollywood. Imagine seeing that when the man you've been linked to is supposed to be the one who calls you his greatest blessing. And this wasn't just about jealousy or romance, it was about image and respect. Jennifer Hudson has guarded her dating life tightly ever since her split from David Otunga, keeping it low-key, private, and classy. For her, seeing her name dragged into messy gossip about her man wasn't just painful, it was a public humiliation. And in Hollywood, that's currency. Jen isn't just any star, she's an EGOT winner, a talk show host, a brand whose name carries weight with advertisers, producers, and networks. Having her boyfriend linked to model gossip headlines wasn't just personal drama, it threatened her professional reputation too. So what happened next? Reports say Jen iced him out in private, stone-cold silence where there used to be warmth. Then came the subtle shade in public. Little digs, carefully timed words, and a tone that let everyone know something had shifted. Before long, half the industry was whispering about the patterns in Common's love life and how Jen wasn't here for it anymore. But Jennifer didn't stop there. This time, it wasn't just words. She was ready to make a statement that couldn't be ignored. Now let's set this straight before diving in. There's still no rock-solid proof here. But anyone who knows how the game works can see the moves being made behind the scenes. Common didn't jump out and address the whispers head-on. Nope, this became a full-on damage control moment, with both camps quietly working overtime to protect their image. Jennifer's team allegedly pushed a clean, polished narrative that she was laser-focused on her work and family, and her personal life was simply not up for discussion. Smart move. Keep the conversation classy, no mess, no noise. Meanwhile, Common's side allegedly put out their own version, hinting that he and Jennifer remain good friends, and that the recent headlines don't reflect the reality of their relationship. Translation: they were both trying to calm the storm without throwing each other under the bus. From a PR angle, Jennifer's strategy looked airtight. She played the silent dominance card, no direct mudslinging, no emotional breakdowns, just poise and professionalism. And in the court of public opinion, the one who looks unbothered almost always walks away with the win. Compare that to Common's approach, which felt a little more defensive, a little more dismissive. Fans were quick to point out the contrast, saying Jennifer looked like the boss in control, while Common looked like he was scrambling. But here's the wild twist. Nobody really knows if they ever officially broke up. There's been no joint statement, no "we're done" announcement, nothing. which means every IG post, every paparazzi sighting, every interview clip is being dissected like puzzle pieces by fans desperate to figure out the truth. And the more people dig, the more theories spread like wildfire. Just when it seemed like the whole thing was cooling down, a blind item dropped, and it nearly blew the lid off the story. The claim? Common's new flame isn't some random model or actress. It's allegedly someone from Jennifer Hudson's very own inner circle. If that's even halfway true, this isn't just messy, it's betrayal on a whole other level. Since that blind item hit the blogs, Common has gone ghost. No new interviews, no social media presence, no public appearances, and for a man who's usually comfortable in front of cameras, his sudden silence is both noticeable and suspicious. Fans are calling it the quiet that speaks louder than words. But here's the part no one's really talking about. PR insiders say brands tied to Common are watching closely. With Jennifer standing tall as one of the most bankable daytime TV hosts right now, the companies with their money on Common are nervous. They don't want their image tied to a scandal that could explode any bigger than it already has. It's one thing to be tangled in romance drama, but it's a whole different ballgame when the person you're clashing with controls major network airtime, headlines a hit daytime show, and has Oprah's number saved in her phone. That's power. And right now, Jennifer Hudson is holding the cards while Common is trying to figure out his next move. But here's the twist. Nobody really knows where their relationship stands. The status is a complete mystery. No official word, no clear confirmation, nothing but speculation and fan theories. And yet, the narrative is already being written by the public. Jennifer is being crowned the wronged queen, the classy one playing chess while everyone else is stuck playing checkers. She's seen as strategic, unbothered, and in control. Common, on the other hand, he's being painted as the charming but predictable guy who let history repeat itself again. Fans even dragged him online with the nickname Common and Common, like his story keeps playing out the same way no matter who he's with. So now the million-dollar question, did Common really just fumble the most high-profile relationship of his career? Or could there be someone connected to Jennifer's own world, maybe even her show, that makes this story deeper than it looks? Or maybe, just maybe, all of this is nothing but a storm in a teacup blown sky high by internet sleuths piecing together rumors? Either way, one thing's for sure, this saga is far from over. The next move will be the one that tells the real story. Will it be a joint red carpet appearance proving they're still solid, a surprise duet that doubles as a statement, or another shady Instagram post that makes fans scream, "It's done"? Whatever it is, the public is watching every step with popcorn in hand. But now it's your turn, my stars and my hushers. What do you think? Are Jennifer and Common finished for good, or is this just a little PR smoke and mirrors before they pop back up as a power couple again? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to see where you stand on this one. And don't forget, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss the next spill we've got lined up. Until then, see you on the next one, my stars and hushers. Keep sipping, keep shining, and keep your eyes wide open.